Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and today I'm doing a video called Question Yourself. And what does that entail? Well, it entails 20 questions looking back on the Midnight Raven's life, not just on YouTube, but in real life as well, and asking just some random questions, and giving you an insight into likes, dislikes, and my life before I started YouTube. So, question 1, which superpower do you wish you had? So, a superpower, I wish I could grant the power of healing. Like, someone has cancer, you just heal them. Someone's having a bad time, you could make their day better. Like, making people laugh and putting a smile on their face. They do say laughter is the best medicine. Sometimes you want to cry, but laughter can help you in so many ways. And I feel that I would love to heal people in any way possible, whether it be mentally or physically or, just help people. Physical ailments, mental ailments, they're a daily struggle. And if I could just take them away from people and get people to live a happy, pain-free, struggle-free life, that would be perfect. But that would be an ideal world, and this is the real world. Question 2, what food could you not live without? Ooh, that's a hard one. If we were going to go for a cuisine, it would be Italian. I love pasta and pizza and lasagna. But if a specific food, which food could you not live without? I want to say pizza or pasta. It's a very hard thing. I think it would have to be pasta. Pasta is just so nice. Penne and tagliatelle and ravioli and so many pastas. So little time to eat them. There was like 1,000 types of pasta I found out recently. Like, is there? That's like crazy amount of pasta. Question 3. What are the 3 things on your bucket list? Ooh, everyone loves a bucket list. I've done quite a few videos on bucket lists over time. One of my bucket lists is to go to Paris. A lot of people on YouTube know this is my one goal, is to go to Paris at some time in my life. It would be so cool. Bucket list number 2, I would love to swim with dolphins. I've had a thing for dolphins since I was a little girl, and I wanted to become a marine biologist for about a year. When I was like 5 or 6, I was obsessed with fish and dolphins and the sea. So I'd love to swim with dolphins. They're meant to be really therapeutic and give you a sense of healing and well-being, and they just put a smile on your face. And another thing on my bucket list would be to eventually get married. I have been engaged 3 times now. This is my 3rd attempt at a long and happy marriage. I haven't been married previously, but I have been engaged twice before. And I would love 3rd time's the charm. Me and my partner Marcus have been together for 12 years now. It is our anniversary soon. And I would love if we could get married, within the next couple of years. Everyone has couple goals, and I'd like to get married. Question 4, if you could move anywhere, where would it be? Well, there's a couple of places I'd love to live. Paris would be one of them. I'd also like to live in Thailand. I think it's a beautiful, historic and cultural and just a really beautiful country. And I'd also like to live in a part of America, but I'm not quite sure what part. I do love the kind of beachy, but not too beachy kind of part of America. So something tropical like Hawaii would be probably quite nice. I do like a bit of sun, but not too much sun. Us pale-skinned people do burn. Question 5. If The first thing you would buy if you won the lottery. First thing I would buy if I won the lottery. Depending on how much I've won, so I won £1 million. I would probably buy a house. If I won £50 million, or anything more ridiculous, I would probably go on one of the longest holidays ever. I would probably travel and go round the world for a few months and just see places I've loved to see, monuments and culture, and taste different foods and meet different people. So depending on the money, it would probably be a holiday or a house. I've always lived in a small house, whether it be a bungalow or a semi-detached house, and it would be nice to have kind of a nice house, of a more, I wouldn't say bigger style, but maybe a more modern. Most of the houses I've lived in have been kind of dated. Question 6. What would be your dream car? Now, back in the day when I was, say, I don't know, mid to late teenager, I wanted a Porsche 911, the old style Porsche 911. Oh, it was sleek, and the lines. And I used to have a poster on my wall as a child of the Porsche 911. And it was in this gorgeous white colour, and it just looked so good. And I have been an avid fan of Porsches for many, many years. But if you wanted to go, say, for a more affordable car, obviously Porsches, vintage Porsches, are very expensive. So if I was going to get a car now, I would probably go for a Fiat 500. Little compact, small, sort of eco-friendly car. But if I had the money, it would be an old school Porsche 911. I really do love vintage classic cars. Okay, question 7. Who was your first kiss? Well, that is a conundrum. First kiss would have been in, going back, I want to say it was like high school. It was probably my first high school boyfriend, and he was called Andrew. And he was this lovely little boy. He was in the year above me. And we had a very short relationship. I think it was about 6 months, if that. Kind of met each other at school, but we had very different interests and likes, and it didn't really work being in a different year. You didn't see them very much, and you had to make a very big effort to spend time with them outside of school, like your weekends and everything. So it was a really hard thing to have. It's really hard to have a relationship in general, but to do it in a different year in high school, when you're going through so many changes and everything's new. Yeah, his name was Andrew. He was above me in the year, about 6 months. High school romances come and go. I had a few, as most people do. Okay, question 8. Your dream vacation. Ooh. So, I have spent 30 years of my life about there, vacationing in Great Yarmouth. Yes, it's the capital of the beachy places in the UK. I have holidayed elsewhere. I have holidayed in Edinburgh for a weekend. I've been to Yorkshire. I've been to Ayr in Scotland. I've holidayed in Wales. But if I was going to have my dream vacation, I would love to go on a Disney cruise. That might shock people. I'm not the most avid Disney fan in the world, but there are Disney films that do stand out. To me, Nightmare Before Christmas being one of them, obviously. And I do like things like Beauty and the Beast and The Little Mermaid and that. You don't have to be a cutesy girl to appreciate a good film and a nice soundtrack or a nice costumes, especially the costumes. Disney put a lot of effort into a lot of their costumes. They also put a lot of effort into their cruises and their theme parks and stuff. So I would probably go on a Disney cruise. I don't know where. It would probably be only a small cruise. I don't know. I don't know much about Disney cruises. I do know they do them, and I'd love the idea of being on a boat and just be a bit different. Okay, number 9. Movie about your life. Who would play you? I would love to have Helena Bonham Carter. I think she's a great actress, multi-talented. She's got that kind of attitude about her and the look. The way she looked in Harry Potter, the way she looked in Sweeney Todd. She does have this kind of allure of her acting, and I'd love to then have Tim Burton direct it. It would be kind of cool to have him direct my life as a dark, eerie kind of movie with her playing me. Maybe fit Johnny Depp in there somewhere. Who knows? Question 10. What would be your dream job if you could have any job? So my dream job would be a wedding planner or a party planner. I do have a knack for planning, organising, listing, and just generally getting stuff done. As you can see from my channel, it is very structured and organised, and like most of my life, a dream job has never really come about as much. So something within the party planning would be awesome. Question 11. Romantic memory with spouse. So my most romantic memory with my partner would probably be when he proposed. He's not the most romantic partner in the world. He does forget anniversaries, birthdays, Mother's Days, Valentine's, basically any celebration you can think of. He's not good with dates, remembering. So when it came to proposing, it's surprising he remembered at all. But he did propose, and it was so sweet. He proposed on a lit up bridge. There is a bridge in Norwich by the riverside that at night time lights up really nicely. And we'd been out for dinner, and we were taking a walk down by the river, as you do. Very classic romantic. And we were going to walk over this bridge, and as we were walking over, he ducked down, got on his knee, and proposed. He didn't have a ring. I did go out and buy that a couple of days later for myself, because I have really tiny ring finger. I have to have it specially made, or get a kid's ring, or find one, and it would take a lot of searching. And he didn't know my ring size, like most men. Like I said, he's not the best with dates or anything like that. So it was kind of sweet, proposing on the lit up bridge. Question 12. Strange habits you have. Strange habits. Maybe over questioning stuff, like overthinking. Like thinking about something before I say something. Like when I'm going to do a video or something, I will think of the answer. Or when I talk to people, I will think of the answer before I say it. Or I will think of the question before I ask somebody, and I will think about what their answer would be. Like second guessing myself, or questioning the question I'm going to ask people to myself. It's kind of weird. Okay, question 13. Most embarrassing moment. Most embarrassing moment would probably be when I collapsed in Tesco's while pregnant. I collapsed right in the middle of the fishmonger's aisle, or if you want to call it that, between the fish one side and the deli the other side, and I collapsed in Tesco's in the middle of the store, and they had to have an ambulance, and I had to be put on oxygen. I was pregnant at the time. I had my little boy with me. My partner was with me, and I collapsed in the middle of the store and had to be taken by ambulance, and the drama, and I felt so embarrassed, and everyone was staring at me, and my poor son was in tears, and oh, it was terrifying, and I was so nervous, and just very embarrassing. Question 14. Biggest regret. Biggest regret. I don't know. Having regrets is not a bad thing. That means at some point you didn't take a direction and you chose a different one. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the situation was bad. I probably regret not having such a happy childhood. Like not trying to push for a more happier childhood and just letting things slide. I didn't have a very good childhood per se. And I did let things slide and, close eyes to situations and just wanted to get on with life, and I didn't want the hassle. So that's probably my biggest regret. Question 15. Moment past you'll happily relive again. Definitely wouldn't be pregnancy. That wasn't fun either of the 3 times. But a moment I would happily relive again. I would probably love to relive going on holiday with my family, just one last time. We used to holiday every year together, and it became a tradition until my dad had an affair and destroyed our family, and then the family holidays just stopped. But yeah, probably reliving past holidays with my family when we were happy back in the day. Question 16. 3 things you'd take to a desert island. If I was going to go to a desert island, I love Midnight, my cat, but I can't take a cat to a desert island. That really wouldn't be fair. I don't know. I'd probably take a pen and paper so I could keep a journal. And then I guess a lantern to give me some light. It doesn't really help me on a desert island, but there are things that, would have probably kept me sane. A light and something to do. Question 17. Do you have any reoccurring dreams? And if so, what are they? Reoccurring dreams. I used to dream about a wedding over and over and over, but I never actually was the bride. It would be having a wedding, getting to the altar, and then waking up and never actually. So sorry about that. Had a phone call. But yeah, recurring dream was getting married, getting to the altar, but never actually marrying. I would just wake up, and I had that for a good while back when I got engaged for the first time. 18. Secret fantasy. Johnny Depp for secret fantasy? Possibly. Yeah, if Johnny Depp became available, that wouldn't be a secret anymore. Yeah, probably fancying Johnny Depp. I've been a heartthrob of his. Oh, since Edward Scissorhands. Oh, such a heartthrob. But we must move on. Question 19. Biggest success. Well, I think my biggest success would be having 3 kids, having a family, and just having a generally happy life now. I think I've done really well for myself. Yes, I have a bad back. Yes, I'm currently not employed. Yes, I've lost most of my friends from my work and over the years. And you could complain about your life, but would it really get you anywhere? The only person that can change your life is you, to be fair. And then name 3 of your happiest moments in life. Happiest moments. Happiest moments would probably be having my children, meeting Marcus. He is literally the love of my life. And happiest moment number 3 would probably be standing up for what I believe in a bad situation I had in my life, and finally coming to terms with it and moving on. And basically not letting other people rule my life. So that was a hard 20 questions. If you'd like to do these questions yourself, I will write a list down below in the description if you'd like to do these yourself. I'm sorry this went on for so long and all the interruptions. It is the school holiday while I am filming. Unfortunately, I can't not film for 2 weeks while they're off. I have to keep the old YouTube ticking over. So if you like this video and you'd like to give a big thumbs up, if you want to answer any of these questions below, feel free to put your own answers. I love to read your comments, and I do feature your comments in my comments video, which I do every couple of months. So you never know, you might get featured in a video with a shout out if you then put a nice comment, and I choose yours to be put in a future video. So if you like this video, big thumbs up, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.